I turned a $5,000 account into $23,400 in 1 year trading /MES futures. I did not use some magic indicator. I did not have a secret edge nobody else knows about. I used 5 simple concepts and I applied them consistently every single trading day. This video is the guide I wish someone had handed me on day 1. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what /MES futures are and why beginners should start here. You will know how to use VWAP and smart money concepts together on a live chart. You will know the exact risk management rules that keep professional traders alive. And you will have a complete pre-market to post-market routine you can use starting tomorrow. Quick credentials, so you know I am not just talking theory. I passed 2 TopStep funded account challenges using exactly what I'm about to show you. My best single day on /MES was $1,847. My worst was negative $623. Both days I stuck to my rules, and that is the only reason I'm still here talking about it. So what exactly is /MES? It stands for Micro E-mini S&P 500 futures. Each point move is worth $5 to your account. Compare that to the full ES contract where each point is worth $50. If the S&P moves 10 points while you're holding one /MES contract, you make or lose $50. That is the perfect size for learning without blowing up a real account. Why /MES specifically and not stocks or options? 3 reasons. First, leverage. With $1,200 in margin, you control a position worth roughly $27,000 of the S&P 500. Second, tax treatment. Under Section 1256, futures get a 60-40 tax split, meaning 60% of gains are taxed at long-term rates, even if you held the trade for 1 minute. Third, liquidity. /MES trades virtually around the clock with extremely tight spreads, so you never get stuck in a position. Now let's get into VWAP, volume weighted average price. This is the single most important line on my chart every day. VWAP calculates the average price at which every share has traded all day, weighted by volume. Institutional traders, the banks and hedge funds, use VWAP as their benchmark for execution. If price is above VWAP, the market is in a bullish posture. Below VWAP, and the sellers are in control. Here's my core VWAP setup. I wait for price to pull back to VWAP from above. I need a rejection candle, either a hammer or a bullish engulfing right at the VWAP line. I enter long when that candle closes. My stop goes 4 to 6 points below VWAP. My first target is the prior high. My second target is a 2R move, which means twice my risk. I have taken this exact setup over 300 times across 2 years, and it works at roughly a 58% win rate. Now let's layer in smart money concepts. SMC is simply the framework that describes how institutional traders, the banks and funds, actually move markets. They do not buy when retail traders buy. They do this in 3 steps. Step 1, they accumulate. They quietly buy large positions without moving price. Step 2, they manipulate. They push price to run stop losses and grab liquidity from retail traders. Step 3, they distribute. They sell their position into the retail buy orders they just triggered. The 2 SMC tools I use every single day are order blocks and break of structure. An order block is the last down candle before a strong bullish move. It marks where institutional buying entered the market. When price comes back to that zone, it often respects it as support. A break of structure is simply when price takes out a prior swing high. That tells me the direction has shifted and I should be looking for longs, not shorts. Here is how I combine VWAP with SMC for my highest confidence setups. I need 3 things to line up at the same time. 1, price must be above VWAP, meaning bulls are in control. 2, price must pull back to an order block zone from the morning session. 3, that order block must be sitting right at or near VWAP. When all 3 align, I call it a triple confluence entry. In 2024, my triple confluence setups hit my first target 71% of the time. Risk management is the only thing separating professional traders from gamblers. Here are my 3 non-negotiable rules.
Rule 1, never risk more than 1% of your account on any single trade. On a $5,000 account, that means my maximum loss per trade is $50, which is exactly 10 points on /MES. Rule 2, if I am down 2% on the day, I stop trading, period. No exceptions. Rule 3, I only take trades where my reward is at least twice my risk. A 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio means I can be wrong 40% of the time and still be profitable. Let me walk you through a real trade I took on March 4th, 2025. MES opened at 58.72. In the first 30 minutes, price ran up to 58.91, then pulled back hard. It landed right on the VWAP line at 58.74, which also aligned with a bullish order block from the prior day's close. I entered long at 58.75 with a stop at 58.69. 6 points of risk, or $30 on one contract.
My first target was the morning high at 5,891. I hit it 22 minutes later for an $80 gain on that one contract. I skilled 2 contracts on that setup for a total of $160. Now let me show you my complete daily routine so you can replicate this from scratch. At 8 a.m. Eastern, I check the economic calendar for any high-impact news. I note the prior day's high, low, and settlement price on /MES. I mark any key order blocks I see on the 1-hour chart. At 9 a.m., I watch the pre-market price action and note where VWAP is printing. From 9:30 to 10:30 a.m., I stay out of the market. This is the most volatile and unpredictable window. My trading window is 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Eastern. By 1 p.m., I am flat, no positions held into the afternoon chop. Here are your 3 key takeaways from everything we covered. Takeaway 1. /MES futures give you S&P 500 exposure at micro scale, $5 per point, 60/40 tax treatment, and 24-hour liquidity. Takeaway 2. VWAP plus order blocks equals your highest probability setup. Wait for price to pull back to both before entering. Takeaway 3. Protect your capital first. 1% risk per trade, 2% daily loss limit, 2-to-1 minimum reward. If you follow only these 3 rules, you are already ahead of 80% of retail traders. If you want to go deeper, I put together a free VWAP plus SMC confluence cheat sheet. It is the exact framework I use every morning before market open. The link is in the description below. I also linked Webull down there because that is where I execute my /MES trades. Zero commission and the platform is clean. The next video I am putting out shows you exactly how I set up TradingView for /MES futures in 2026. Every indicator, every setting, every chart layout. You do not want to miss that one. One last thing before you go. Drop your answer in the comments right now. What is the number one thing that has been stopping you from trading /MES futures? Is it capital? Is it not knowing where to start? Is it risk management? Tell me exactly where you are stuck and I will reply personally. I read every single comment. Hit subscribe because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. New setups, real P&L, zero fluff. See you in the next one.